went silent.
Is that no still silent?
Yep.
No, I can hear you.
There you go.
That's
You
okay.
want to read to him or what?
Yeah, okay. I can do that. I can read. Hold on, let me get in there. Because I'm not even not even at there yet.
Me neither. Rocket's in.
Howdy, Rocket. Nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day. TGIF, everybody. It is the Friday show. Okay. How am I gonna do this?
Lucas is asking what shape are you building?
Lucas, I am building a Hammerhead Corvette from Star Wars. If you check out the movie Rogue One, you see what this thing does to a Star Destroyer. And so that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on the upper turret here. I've got to put the sides on this, and then I got to finish the top of it. You know, I got to build angles up onto it so that the blaster bolts will be deflected. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I just got done cutting the wedges for it. And all morning I've been working on the armor of this. And so it's all part of the build part of the structure. Now, I built these little wedges. These are all 1/4 inch across the bottom here by about a 1/2 inch to the tall part. And what I did was I marked them out little squares. And then what I'm doing right now is then I cut them diagonally. And now I'm putting them on so that I can glue the edge onto this and start finishing up this turret. I hope everybody had a good night. I've got a lot of things going on right now, and one of them is that I have to make a move from the place I've been for the last 6 years. And unfortunately, I have collected a lot of stuff in 6 years that I never even thought would be any kind of a challenge whatsoever. But it is. Who is GJ? All righty. And so now I got to put them, I did 3 of them on the starboard side. Now I got to put 3 of them on the port side. And building from scratch like this is it's very interesting. It taxes your mind to figure out how to make all kinds of new stuff. Now, when I'm building these, I have to raise them up just a teeny tiny bit so that they will, when you turn the turret, they will clear the base of the turret. And it's all things that I've learned over years and years of building. Thank you all for joining the phone show, for sharing me with others, you guys, and for watching all my videos. Which is really cool because we got 1,300,000 views for the last 28 days. And that is pretty doggone spectacular the way I see it. I don't know if that's good or bad or from, you know, I'm sure Mr. Beast has that many a day. But I'm not Mr. Beast, so oh darn. Okay, those are on. Now, this is what I worked on yesterday, you guys. I did all the detail work on the top of this engine. And I still got more detail work to go on this engine. And I'm going to be doing that as well. Matter of fact, I probably should go pull this up on my laptop and see what it looks like here. I wonder if I've already got it up there. I do. There it is, right there.
Reading. Thanks. It's hard trying to say stuff to you. You're long-winded, Mr. Mike.
Oh, okay, sorry. Long-winded with what?
Everything you say.
Okay, I'm trying to listen, Rose. I'll do better.
Greetings from Kansas City.
Kansas City, Missouri. My best friend in my whole lifetime was from Kansas City, Missouri. God rest his soul, he's gone now.
Name's Izzy. Are you still working on the Star Wars thing?
Yes, I am. I will still be working on this next month as well. I'm not. It's a progression. You have to build things in their proper sequence of time. If you do not, you end up having to tear parts off and start over. And I'm not a fan of doing that. So what I'm doing now is I'm working on the shoulder guns and the lighting. I'm working on the engines. This turret up here, I've got to finish it, so it'll be done. And at that point in time, once this turret is finished, and once I have the detail on the engines, I will also be working on the shoulder guns and the detail on it. You can see I have the fiber optics already attached. And, well, maybe I probably ought to show you some of the lighting on this. Those are the clearance lights that go on the port side. The engines are done. And the fiber optics attached to all the LEDs have made the front of this all complete. And so then it's just requiring final paint and working backwards towards the center of this. I know what I'm doing. It takes a lot of time to get some of this stuff done. Now, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the details.
Somebody said you should put wax around it to make a forces shield.
Oh, yeah, no. No, there's not going to be any force shields. No. No shielding on any of my vehicles. You have to just keep that in your head. Nope, I'm not going to make it that complicated. Nope, not at all. Just going to add that to it right there. And I think this is the same dimensions here. Yep, it sure is. Okay, so now I know what I need to do here to add this piece in.
Hello from Detroit, Motor City.
Ah, Detroit. Welcome to the show, Detroit. This is my phone show. I do this Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I just started the show. We've only been going for 9 minutes. It's a 2-hour show. Welcome to my phone show.
You have a couple newbies in that are wondering what you're building there.
What I am building is a Hammerhead Corvette from Star Wars. I don't know if you're Star Wars fans or not, but there's a movie that they did a few years back called Rogue One. I liked that movie very much, and in it, they had to get the Rogue One is the it tells the story about how Princess Leia got the plans to the Death Star, and so that's one of the reasons why I like that movie so much. And this Hammerhead Corvette, which this is what it looks like here. All right. So this thing, after they ion bombed the Star Destroyer and killed all the electronics in it, they had no maneuvering thrusters to keep them in orbit. And the Hammerhead Corvette crashed into the side of it, turned these 4 engines on full blast, and pushed the Star Destroyer into another Star Destroyer, and then crashed it in the shield ring. Now, once the shield ring went down, then Princess Leia got all the plans to the Death Star uploaded, and with that upload, she was able to get Luke and everybody to be able to destroy the Death Star.
Rocket Fish just sent uploading her.
Thank you, Rocket. Thank you all for your support. I'm in a real tough situation with having to move in the next 4 months. I have to leave this property and find something else. And I'm telling you, it's very difficult. Very difficult. So thank you all for your support, for your donations, and for helping me on my GoFundMe page that Miranda built. As soon as I get this glued in place, I'll show you what I'm doing. I mean, I know you can see it, but you can't really see it. My fingers are in the way, and it's built onto the side of here. All right, you see this strip right here that goes down. All right, well, what I did over here was same thing. The strip goes down right there, but then I crossed over it like this. Now, that's just cheap filler is what that is. What, sweetie? Uh-oh, here we go. I need some more of these little pieces. Uh-oh, that's too thick. Oh, what am I doing? Found it, Coach. Found a piece that'll work. And I think these are all 1/8 of an inch wide. Yeah, just under, but that's good. 1/8 is going to work. So now I take my handy dandy trusty steel rule. I use this more than anything else when it comes to measuring and cutting.
Okay, Utster said that you earned a sub from me, sir. Gotta go. Have an amazing day.
Thank you very much. I do this show Monday through Friday. So if you want to come back and watch, I'll be back next Monday. And I'll be here for like 2 hours in case you make it back. Okay. I want to thank everyone that has gone to my GoFundMe page and helped out. If y'all would like to really help me on my GoFundMe, if you could go there and just put in $1, that is going to help out a lot.
Mike, can you cut your talking a little less because you're missing a lot of comments. You can't read them to you.
Okay.
There's a lot of comments coming through.
All right.
You missed Rocket. Rocket donated a bunch of jewels. I don't know if you got that.
And thank you, Rocket.
Yeah.
And now I got dead air.
How do you mean you got dead air?
I'm not talking. It's called dead air in the industry. And Rose, if I'm talking away and something comes across, just start talking and I'll instantly shut up.
So you get another couple newbies in here wondering what it is you're doing there.
I use recycled paper to build amazing art. If you go check out my videos, you'll see what kind of amazing art that I do out of recycled kitchen paper. Chipboard comes in every kind of form in your kitchen. Cracker boxes, cereal boxes, mac and cheese. You know, if your wife or you make cakes, cake boxes work.
Man, I love your live streams. Much love from Oklahoma.
Thank you, Oklahoma.
Hello from St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis in Missouri? Awesome. I am in Washington State in America, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Phone Show.
What kind of paper sculpture is this, almighty wizard?
What kind of what?
What are you building? They're asking.
Oh, I am building a Hammerhead Corvette from the movie Star Wars. And it's got fiber optics, LEDs. It's all lit up. And when it's done, I believe this is going to be my finest build. Okay, now, a cheap detail. You see these little dots over here? All those are punch outs using a leather punch.
This is great work. Much respect to you, sir.
Thank you. If you have a chance, go check out my videos. You're going to see some amazing stuff. Okay.
Elta Holland just sent some gifts.
Thank you for the gifts. Thank you very much for that support, you guys. It helps beyond measure. Thank you so much.
Have you restored any automobiles with those skilled hands?
I have not restored any autos. I have restored motorcycles. And it's been a while. Let me tell you, it has been a while. I haven't been able to have a place where I can restore any vehicles in a long time. I'm hoping to get moved into a place where maybe I can do that. And it's really easy to punch these out. Just remember that the more times you punch without taking out the little punches, the harder they are to get out. Once you do 4 punches, that's about the end of it. If you put a 5th punch in there, you can't get them out of here. And they pack down so tight, they just won't come out. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put these on here. Now, when you're working with this paper, I use these dental tools a lot because I can take a little dab of glue on here and I can start putting it in a spot where I want it. and it does real good at staying put where I want it by putting it here. And then all I got to do is grab one of these little dots and place it in its location where I want it. And what happens is the detail starts coming alive. And I'll show you this as soon as I get done putting this other one on. That is the extra detail right along there. And those little dots, they represent bolts. Okay. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Phone Show. Thank you all for coming and watching this and being part of my show. Thank you very much. Thank you for your subs and for helping me with donations. It's really cool. Thank you all for that.
Sent you a text. I'm not sure what, I think he was talking about somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I try to answer Rocket anytime he says anything. Rocket, are you having troubles talking to me?
Alta said it's honestly just watching is very calm and chill, also very mesmerizing.
Aw, that is very cool. All right, I've got a couple more pieces of detail to put on this. This is very heavy chipboard, and I've got to put some blocks along the front of this. And so I'm going to do that right now. You're going to see how this works out. Okay. So, let's see if I can do this one time without messing it up. It shouldn't be too bad. It's a straight shot. All right. There's 3. There is 3. 3 and 3. Okay, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 of them. So there's 2 more. Yep. All right. Now, handy dandy Fisker scissors. I tell you what, these darn things work so good. Even for cutting the heavier chipboard. And see how this is bent, you guys? When you cut paper with scissors, the way it slices, it bends your paper. So sometimes you have to go ahead and straighten that out. Then I got to cut these to length. And by marking them all out at the same time, you pretty much get all your length on all your pieces reasonably exact to all the other pieces. All right, now I got that. Now I got to put these 5 pieces on. I'm going to put them on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the best way I think to do this is to actually start at the very top and put the first piece on right up here, because you can look down your whatever you're building, and you can get them lined up straight. Because whenever anything is being built, it doesn't matter if it's a spacecraft, a car, truck, anything like that, it's very symmetrical with what is being built. And your eyes can see that symmetry. Then you have to make sure that it lines up right. You put it on there just like that, and you have to kind of hold it in place till it starts to attach. Sometimes pieces take a little bit longer to attach than others, and I've had that challenge for years with this. And then you just kind of look at it, make sure that you're putting your 5 points on very close to being accurate with each other. And the thing is with detail work, when you're building with paper, you can add as much detail as you want. All right, now, these are the 5 pieces I just put on right there. And that is just more detail. It's a spaceship, okay? It doesn't matter if you put them on there or not. It just looks cool. Because once it's painted, those are going to show up really well. Just like this. This is a twisted wire, 0.7 mil twisted. These are just straightened out paper clips and put in there. But it gives your engines super cool detail.
Why is it when I'm typing something in the room, it's switching to something else?
Probably because the AI, they're working with the AI and adding more stuff to it.
It's odd.
All right, now what I think I need to do is I think I need to add a piece along here. I do.
Do you build your models at a certain scale?
No, there is no scale. Matter of fact, I've done over 400 models, toys, art, over the years. And none of them have been scale. I will have my first scale build coming up when this one is finished. And that will be the Titanic. And the Titanic build, the scale on that is 1 to 130. And the Titanic build is 30 inches long. Whoa, sorry about that, everybody. Oh no, get this back on there. Almost lost them. That almost fell off.
Maurice is in.
Howdy, Maurice. I'm doing detail work on the engines right now. Why is that not staying in place? I don't know. Lighting off? What the heck? What's going on with this? What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Okay. I hope this is all working for everybody. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm trying to... Doggone it. What is wrong with you, phone? Jeez. I don't like technology sometimes. It really is hurtful.
Yeah. Some of these figures seem to be too much. I don't know.
Somebody said I'm what too much?
Oh, yeah, Honey Bunny, I'm going to text you about that.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, let's try this. I think that's going to be good. Okay, this is my most used ruler. This is a scale, a 6-inch steel scale for machinists, but I use this a lot, more so than any other ruler I have, because it works on these micro parts, and I do a lot of micro part builds. It's part of the it's part of creating all these fantastic pieces of art, because they're not very big. All right, if you were building full scale stuff, then that ruler would probably not work.
Like, I don't know what's going on there, but you can't really see a whole lot. You're zoomed in like a lot there. You can only see like one.
How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how to fix it.
Mike, you need to move the camera back or up.
It isn't, I didn't move the camera. It had to be when I touched it somehow or another, it zoomed in, and I don't know how to fix it.
No, you didn't zoom in. The angle is wrong. I told you this last week, and you said you couldn't change it.
What?
You're way zoomed in. You can't see really anything.
It has nothing to do with it has something to do with what I touched when I was changing this, because I got all these other things now.
Pinch the screen on the phone.
Ha! Thank you very much. Fixed it. Sorry, everybody. I don't know how this technology works. It sucks. I wished I knew better. Okay. Let's cut this dead in half. All right. Right there is half. All right, because I want one on one side at the engine. I want one on the other engine. And so now I think that's going to go on there just like that. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm back cooking with gas, I think. I just put glue on this piece, and now this just goes in place right here. All right. Got one side done. Just got to hold it for a little bit, get it to stick. And what I'm doing is I just added this thing right along here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bunch of dots on it. Are you kidding me? No way. Oh, well. Yep. Yep. Is that it? That works. We're going to get rid of that piece. Okay. Well, I see variances because I've been building for so long. I cut this piece and it goes in right here just a little tiny bit. Won't work. So
Hey,
I got rid of it.
Delta sent more gifts.
Who sent them?
Elta?
Elta? Thank you very much. thank you for the support. Thank you so much.
Alright. Are the ships in the back all made by you?
Yes, the ships in the back are all made by me. I've been doing this for many years, and matter of fact, I've been doing this building with paper for 17 years, and I have managed to acquire an awful lot of pieces. Okay, so how is that? That is just a tiny bit short. No, all right, right there. What, Rose?
Didn't say anything, I just coughed.
Oh, sorry. Okay, now the thing about detail work, I've been using this punch a lot. Well, I don't want to use that on this. I want to use the next size up. Nope, 2 sizes up. Right there. Because these are wider, I want to go ahead and add wider bolts, or whatever you want to call this stuff. I guess it would be not necessarily bolts, but portholes or something. I don't know. Anyway, I just use this old piece of paper right here, since it's about as wide as that.
Daniel Wheeler is in the show. He said, I'm here to see how you're doing on your project and how far you've come along with it. I hope your move goes smoothly and you find a great spot.
I do too, Daniel, thank you. And the move, I don't know how smooth it's going to be. But anyway.
Maurice Edwards said he sent the donation to you.
Thank you, Maurice. I'll go check. I do believe it's always been there. Thank you, Maurice. Okay. Awesome news. Thank you, Maurice. Got it. And doing little things like this is a good way to use up small pieces of paper. Now, I'm going to show you something else when I get done putting these other cuts in here. I got to show you something. All right. Now, I learned this a long time ago. All right. See here? Got those lines right there. Now, I'm going to cut one of these out. Punch right there. Oh, why'd that not come off of there? Okay.
Apparently you're the only man on Earth known to beat Chuck Norris.
That does what?
You're the only man on Earth known to beat Chuck Norris.
Well, Chuck and I go way back. Way back to Bruce Lee, matter of fact. Okay, so there's this. Now, I showed you that, right? Well, what I want to do is I'm going to measure this and see How cool is that? All right, so now what I want to do is I want to cross these off. Okay, so I'm going to measure 1/4 inch pieces with this, and I'll show you a very cool way to make detail work and accent work for anything you want to build, especially if you want like flooring or something like that in the bridge of a ship. I learned this with my Millennium Falcon many years ago. And so these are 1/4 inch lines that I'm drawing on here. And I'm sorry that I'm taking away from the build time with this, but I have to show this to you. It's like a tutorial on how to make something from nothing. All right, now I got to line all these up, and you have to take your time and get these lines exactly or as close to exact as possible, because what you're creating is you're creating a grid, and with that grid you're going to be able to make something. Actually, you're going to be able to make two somethings out of one. So I need the punch outs that I'm going to use for building this. But in doing this, I'm also creating a secondary effect, which is the grid work will make this look very cool if you want to put it on a truck bed, or if you're building an airplane and you want to have interior in the cockpit and you need this as flooring. This is a very interesting way to add detail. Now, see what I have here. I've got this checkerboard. Okay? Now what you do is you take your punch and you go in here and you punch the center of the checkerboards out. And now this is very thin chipboard that I'm using to do this.
So is it like texturing?
Yes, it's like texturing. Yes. Okay. Now, because this is a FedEx box, now see that? You do that through this entire grid. And what you can do after that is you can cut these strips and put them anywhere you want. And they will add all kinds of detail to whatever it is that you're making. Oh, come on now. Thank you. Okay. And the closer you make these holes to center of your grid work, the better it looks. Alrighty. Now I am going to need a bunch of these, so that was 4 of them. They don't want to come out very easy, but that's okay, they will. 5 of them, 6 of them, they will not come out of your punch. Then you have to drill the darn things and try to figure out how to get them all out, and it's just, believe me, I've done it. And it is a pain in the backside. Okay, now that's all I probably need. But see here? Now, I can cut these off in 1/4 inch lines, 1/2 inch lines, 3/4, 1 inch. If these are like, I'll show you anyway. I'm not going to show you because I'm not going to do it yet. But anyway, I will keep this piece because the next time I need to cut some more out of this grid, I will cut some more out of this grid. Because later on, I can use this as detail work on something else. Okay. Garbage. Not garbage. Now, I need to add some Elmer's glue is what I'm going to use to attach this. PVA glue will work just as good. Now, I want this, whenever you're building like a spaceship or a car or truck or motorcycle or anything, symmetry is super important. And I mean, it's seriously important. So let's go right there and let's go 1/4 and 1/4. Okay, and now since I've got 2 sides of this, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do the same thing I just did there because I want these sides to look the same. That's an 1/8, yeah. It's an 1/8, that's 1/4, that's 1/4. Okay, so we got that, and we got this, and we got this. Now, once I have that done, I can actually start putting these on. These dental tools, I'm telling you what, they come in really handy for doing this. And that's it. You just put them in place. And now something I've learned to do is I squeeze my glue bottle. I just squeeze a little of the air out of it while it's straight up and down. That way when I put this into place, I squeeze it a little bit and a bubble of glue comes out, then I relax my pressure and it sucks all the glue back in except a little tiny bit that is where you want to glue to. And there's 3 more. Now, I do not want these back to back to back. So I'm going to go to the front of this and I'm going to put 3 more on. And I don't need to measure these because I'm pretty good at seeing 1/4 inch dimensions. Because I've been cutting paper for 17 years, I am very accurate with what I do. And 17 years of experience has given me the ability to see 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch very closely. There, this is the front 3 right there. Now I go over to this side and I do the same thing over here. Squeeze the bottle just a little bit. Then when you tip it up and you can squirt the glue on there, I see the little bubble of glue come out. Then I relax pressure. It sucks that little bubble of glue back in, but it leaves glue right where you want to glue your part. That way you don't use up too much glue and you get some very, very good applications. How you doing over there, Rose?
Doing good.
Okay. Now I do want this to be symmetrically correct. So, because I want 2 dots right here. So I'm gonna take a measurement right there. That is 1.5 inches. Okay, so the center would be 3/4. That means I want 1 right there, and I want 1 right there. There are times where I measure everything. And then there's other times when all I have to do is freehand it. Because I want these to look right, I didn't freehand this one.
Okay, Valor just subbed to you, so you have a new sub.
New sub. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. We're trying to get to 100,000 followers. And them new subs, that's cool. Thank you all. Squeeze your bottle, then tip it up and squeeze it a little bit more, and a little bubble of glue will come out. Then you relax, it sucks it back in, but it leaves glue right where you want it to leave it. All right. Thank you guys for going to my GoFundMe page and helping out very much. Thank you all. And thank you for putting donations in here. It's going to help with the move that I've got coming up. All right, everybody. There is the detail work there and the detail work here. This and this. So now what I want to do, and I'm looking at the wrong picture. Oh, nuts. Okay, that means I got to go to my laptop. Okay, here, let's bring up my home page. And come on, bring that up. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Oh, no. Put that down and get rid of that. All right, let's see what I got here. See if this picture will help me. Okay, it does not. That one isn't any good. Okay, let's get rid of that one. And let's bring up this one. Okay, not very good. Doggone it. Oh, but I get a little bit of understanding of what I got going on there. Okay, so what I see in the picture is this actually has side pieces to it. All right, now to do that, you have to build a box on this. So that, all right. And unless somebody has a picture of this Hammerhead Corvette that they're looking at, they're not going to know what is missing and what is not missing. They're not going to know if you added detail that isn't really there. But I know from having hundreds of builds that you can make some amazing stuff. All right, out of parts. See this? Pepsi box. It's chipboard. Okay. And boy, YouTube is messing with stuff. Thank you all for sharing me with others. Now, I've got to take a measurement here because that has to go straight up and down. And that means that that engine compartment is basically 1.5 inches. Okay, so I got to do the port and starboard side the same way. So I need an 1.5 inch piece of this chipboard, the full length of what's going on. Now, I got to square it up. All right, you can't have a triangle. You need them. And whatever you do, square your chipboard up. Because if you do not do that, your builds will come out wonky. And I'm not kidding you, it will come out really bad. Okay, so now I know that I can cut this off just like this. And what I have right now is I have a very square piece. So that means my next cut will be good. Garbage. Square goes away, so it's not on the table getting in my road. And now I needed 1.5 inches. Since I've got a square piece of paper to work with, I now have a good 1.5 inch piece I can cut off of this and use it anywhere I need it. Now, this is where this ruler's too short. Okay, so I reach over here, grab my handy dandy aluminum ruler from Wally World. In case you need to know what that is, it's Walmart.
Yeah, Mike Graham said your builds are so cool. I'm a TTRPG terrain factor. I can wholeheartedly appreciate the skill it takes to craft the builds you do. Well done, sir.
Well, thank you very much. That is cool. And yeah, I've wanted to build miniature train sets since I was a little kid, and I never have had the ability to do it. But this came into my habiting of building all by accident 17 years ago. Okay. Oops. What? That's okay. What am I seeing? Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Well, it is not going to show. Now, I know that that is part of the engine work, but that's the front section. So, I'm going to measure this. Well, it needs to be, you know what? 2 inches. Okay, so I got to make 2 of these. I have been building since I was a little kid. And because I've been building since I was a little kid, I've learned a lot of building secrets, you know, with metal fab, sheet metal, building houses. I've welded. I've done a lot of things in my lifetime that helped me learn how to make all this stuff. Now, this piece is going to go right here. Okay? And then I have to, uh-oh. Is that going to work? What? Okay, I think it's going to work. Yep. Anyway, this piece is going to glue on right here. And the interesting part about this is I have to figure out what my side pieces are going to be. Now, the side pieces are going to go on right here. Okay, I don't like the way this looks. All right, I just don't like the way that looks. So I'm going to alter the shape. All right, let's cut this in half. The nice thing about building with paper is if you don't like what's happening, change it. Well, I don't like that big flat look on the side of the ship. So I'm going to change it. But you won't know this until you start building. And then you're going to have to make mistakes. And I've been making mistakes for years. Now, I got two pieces. But before I get ahead of myself, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Because if you're working with something and it's got to be copied, all right? I've got a port side and a starboard side engine. Well, that means I got to have the port and starboard engines look symmetrical. Now, I got my 4 pieces here, and I'll show you what exactly my plan is. All right, I have to try and figure out where center is, and instead of having a big flat piece on here, I'm going to have angled ones. So that means I don't need as tall of a piece for here. A 1/4 inch looks good. All right, now I have various grades of paper. This stuff right here, I don't have any more of that in large form. Okay, your dimensions on your paper, there's different weights, different thicknesses, different malleabilities. This stuff is dense. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting 1/4 inch chunks off of this. So that I can add these pieces to the build. 6-inch steel rule comes in really handy on stuff that is 6 inches or less. Very easy to work with. Very accurate. It's a steel scale from a machine shop. All right, you can get these steel rules. I think they sell them on Amazon, like $6 or something. Now, granted, they may be a lot more expensive now, but still, you never wear them out. All right, I've had that steel rule for 10 years, and it is still just as good as the day I got it. Same way with these scissors. All right, these are titanium, Westcott titanium scissors. I've never sharpened them. I've never sharpened the Fiskars because you're cutting paper, and that's what they're made for. And titanium versus paper, you know, paper's going to lose every day for years. And honestly, these were like $10. Okay? Got them at Wally World. When they wear out, I won't sharpen them. I'm going to go ahead and just chuck them out and buy a new pair. Now I have this. Okay.
Friend who's a carpenter, and when I look at you sharing a passion like this, it makes me happy to see this. I really wish my friend would be the same at your age.
Well, thank you very much. So, I got this. It goes here. I get my exact length. All I got to do then... What, Rose?
these models built from scratch? I guess this model is.
Yes, everything that I make, all right, everything is built from scratch. I get a picture and I extrapolate from that picture what it has to look like. Now, like this Dalek, all right, I had like 10 Dalek pictures and I could look at them at different angles and see, you know, what they look like. And same way with this Tomcat that I built. All right. I knew it had swept wings, so I had to make the wings work. The tail hook on this. I actually bent the little paper clip in the shape of a tail hook, glued it in place, and then I took my diamond wheel, this one, and I ground it down like a tail hook, and it turned out to be sharp enough that if I pulled this off, it just cut a hole in my finger. But anyway, Top Gun, right there. All made from a cracker box. So, if you want to learn how to do this, you guys, there's a couple ways you can. Number one, if you go and put a $3 membership, bronze membership, on my site, you can get to the tutorial part where you can learn how to make the micro machines and start building. If you're already a good builder, just come to my show Monday through Friday.
Maurice says you have great eyes for putting crafts together.
You're gonna have to say that again, Rose. I didn't understand.
Maurice said you have great eyes for putting crafts together.
Oh, thank you, Maurice. Yes, I do. Sorry, Rose.
You forgot to show how the wings open.
Oh, I did that. But I'll show it again. I gotta get this piece glued on first. Oh, really? Doggone it. I hate doing that because it smears glue on the back of the paper and then it just doesn't work right and doggone stuff. Sometimes it is very difficult when you're freehanding a part like this to get it to line up correctly and not move around on you, because the front will stick and the back will move and, you know, it's just something else. Anyway, this is what I have to do, is this has to be on here, because when this glues all down, this piece is on the lower side of the engine, this piece is on the upper side of the engine. And it moved again. Come on, quit. Would you please quit moving on me? I don't need that kind of difficulty today.
Mojo said if only art classes had a teacher like you, this kind of art would have interested me in school.
Yes, I understand. I've had art all my life. My mother was an artist. My dad was an artist with wood. And my family line back in Bohemia goes all the way back to builders. What was that, Rose? Sorry.
Nothing.
All right. Now, let's go back to this. Swept wings. It's important if you're building a Tomcat. Now, inside the chassis, I built axles so that the wings can open and close. Now, they should never wear out. I use plastic Q-tips as the axles for inside of here. And it's a useful idea for anything that needs to swing open, whether it be wings or doors or anything else. And part of my tutorials in my bronze membership page is how to make hinges. I think what I
What a
forgot.
lovely man.
Aw,
What a lovely man. I have had a similar work life as you. It has helped me to become. I have no idea. I think something happened there, but anyway, you're an inspiration.
well, and that is Dant.
But it's fine. You don't have to read the screen.
Okay,
Away from the screen.
well, I read that, and that is in the stead, and I understand that term. And so, yes, indeed. And thank you guys for joining the show and watching this stuff.
And donated.
Ah, Antok, thank you very much. Hey guys, any donations you send me right now, I appreciate it very, very much. I've got to make a huge move, and thank you so much for your help.
I had toxin unwished. I don't know if that's anyway. He's blind and he's listening to you from Ireland. You don't need to read the screen. It's fine.
Wow. Well, Ireland, Antok, thank you very much. And that's a heck of a disability. I'm sorry. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Phone Show. Thank you all for joining and for sharing me with others and for putting up all the likes you guys do every day. And thank you for chatting with everyone and talking to people all over the planet. Because let's face it, everybody, we are the human race. We need to start acting like it instead of harming other human beings. We need to stop. And I don't know if my show will ever make a difference. I hope it will.
Quest for Curiosity said my family told me I wouldn't make anything of myself if I drew. They said you can never make money from this. So it inspires me to see people can make an income with art.
Yeah, I understand that. My sister, when I first started this YouTube channel, she was mad at me. She wanted me to go get a job. And I told her, sis, I'm retired. I can actually do this as a hobby. I would like to make money from it, but it's not mandatory, which is kind of nice. But the Social Security does not go very good. It's very limited. And so all the folks that donate and send emojis and help me out financially, thank you all. Salute. I know it's not easy. Food costs, gas costs. If you got to ride the bus, they're more expensive. It's all very difficult on people today. And so thank you all for your help. Now, here's something I have to do. All right, this is the width here of this piece. Now, it won't hold together well free floating. So, I want to build a wedge into it. Easiest way to do that, see, there's already lines on this paper. And so what I can do is I can just figure out kind of where they all go together. And then I cut off some pieces like this. Now, once you have the little squares done, then you cut them diagonally. And what that does is that gives you a triangle. All right, now that triangle is very good for building with. I take this triangle and I put Elmer's glue. If you're in Europe, it's PVA, everybody. On two sides of it. Just like that. Now, what I can do is I can put it down here and glue it to that part. That's what you get. Now, I go ahead and I do, I probably shouldn't have put that in the middle, but I did. On both ends, I do it, and then I put that one in the middle there. And now what that's going to do is that's going to add a lot of strength to this build, because it is multiplying, it's multiplying your strength. And that lines up good. And now I need to cut another one.
So cool for detailing.
Yes, absolutely, it is cool for detailing. And the thing about it is, I like to be able to play with my toys when they're done, or my art, because that's actually what they are. They're art and they're toys. If they're strong enough, what happens is you can do this. Check this out. Got to hold the engine. Oh, wait a minute. Got to hold the head. Oh, I got it in the middle. See, if you build structurally correct or structurally sound, everything you have will be strong. See these? These are rafters. All right? Once you put the skin over those and then you put the armor on, okay? These are the shoulder guns. Check this out. Oh, man. Can't even get a hold of this. That's how strong paper actually becomes when you build it correctly. Okay. Cut it diagonally. I got 3 more of these now. And I'm going to be able to do the same thing to this piece over here. Now, this is just one engine. I got 2 of them I have to do this to. So that means I have to clone this. I've already got these pieces ready. And I have another one of these for the sides.
Hey, somebody said you're so cool for this, and it's super sturdy.
Yes. And the cool thing is, if you do break one of your art pieces or one of your toys, they're made out of paper. Just glue it back together with some Hammerhead glue or PVA.
Wes said so it basically becomes wood.
Yes, it basically becomes wood. Yes, absolutely. And since paper is wood, there you go.
Okay, you have a couple newbies in here wondering what you're making.
I am, right now what I'm making is I'm making parts for the engines on the Hammerhead Corvette. These are what would be called gussets, is what I'm doing. These little bitty triangle pieces are going in here to give this strength.
Joy is in the show.
Excuse me, say that again?
Joy is in the show.
Dwight?
No, Joy.
Oh, Joy's in the show.
Joy.
Thank you, Rose. Hi, Joy. How you doing?
Do you think this up with no drawings?
Well, I've got a picture on my laptop of it.
Tom, what are you reading?
I'm not, sweetie. I was just looking. It was a donation. I'm sorry.
Tom just donated and said my 6-year-old girl is watching. She loves art. Her name is Nova.
Oh, thank you, Nova. I'm glad you enjoy the show. And hey, Nova, I taught myself how to do this. All right. So if you're learning from me, I guess you could say I am the master at this. I've got 17 years of build experience with just paper. I've built houses and all kinds of other stuff. I've welded on bridges and frames and things like that. But out of all the stuff I've ever done, I have found out that paper is the coolest stuff to build with of anything. You can make, Nova, you can make anything you want. I have a dragonfly. I used dried iris petals to make the wings. That's how come these look so cool. It's all paper. This is an old toothbrush, not an old toothbrush. It's an old paintbrush that I made this part with.
Joy said my life kind of went topsy-turvy, but I still love watching.
Oh, that's good, Joy.
He counted.
And now these have to dry. So what I can do is I can go ahead and make the other side. Now, something I know, you have to sand your paper well. Because if you do not, even though it's biodegradable paint, it's like everything pops apart. And that makes building disappointing when you're building something and then a piece pops apart and you got to rebuild it, and it might be in an area where you have to tear apart what you've done to rebuild it.
Definitely going to need to implement some of these techniques into my stuff. The gossips are genius.
Well, it's practical applications all my life is what I've been doing. And because of that, I have learned how to do many, many things. And I'm passing this on to you all because I've been building my very first build. What, Rose?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Thought you did. Okay. My very first build was when I was 5 years old. I was given a B-17 model kit from Revell Models in 1958. And that was what got me into building. And I loved it so much. I built models for basically 40 years.
It's
All right, now we got to put this on there. There we go. Now you saw me sanding this edge. I was sanding that edge because you have to, when scissors cut stuff, they cut them at an angle. It cuts it like this. So if you sand that edge, it makes it basically square with this side. And what that does is it allows the glue to glue the two pieces of paper together, and they pretty much will, your part will stand up rather than falling over. And once you start building with this stuff, you'll realize that at one point you'll go, why won't that stand up straight? Well, it won't stand up straight because the way scissors work, they cut at an angle. And when you're working with chipboard,
you must have seen the world change a lot in all these years.
yes, I have seen the world change a lot. Some of it for the better, others not. Right now, we have a lot of people in the world are fighting all the people in the world, fighting everywhere. And that's not very smart because you're only hurting the human race. We need to start acting like the human race. We're supposed to be smart. Okay. There is another piece done. Now, instead of waiting, I'm going to go ahead and put the little triangles in the back of it. These are gussets, you guys. This is what this is called, I believe, is a gusset. Now, by putting... Say that again?
Is that cardstock?
Yes, it is cardstock. And the thing is, it's called chipboard. This cardstock is called chipboard. It's free. And you go, whoa, wait a minute. Cardstock is not cheap. Yeah, it is. I eat the food, I get the building materials left over. Cardstock comes in soda boxes, cracker boxes, cereal boxes, instant rice. If you like protein bars, you eat them every once in a while, keep going. Those come in a box just like this. It's all free building material. You just have to take the time to save it, clean it up, and cut it up and use it. Tweezers are your friend.
Cool. That's very cool. I use bear boxes.
Yeah, those work as well. Okay, last one for this piece. Okay, that's it right there. Those three gussets make that hold together better. Sand down your edges.
Why PVA rather than super glue? Are there any applications for that?
I built literally probably 1 million pieces of paper put together with all my builds. I've used super glue 2 times in that 1 million pieces. Number 1, it's too expensive. Number 2, it's not made for paper. Biggest reason, it's too expensive. You can get this stuff, I buy it by the gallon. All right, a gallon lasts me 9 to 10 years. Each bottle is $1. I can work with this for 2 or 3 months for $1. If you were using super glue, it would cost you literally $1,000 to do the same thing. And you're going to waste a lot of super glue because it sucks into the paper. And then all of a sudden your pieces won't stick and you have to super glue them again. So, never going to use super glue. It's only a standby glue when I actually need something to attach extremely fast. And even then, it's go.
You said before you don't use PVA. What is different about Elmer's?
They don't sell PVA in the United States. They only sell it in Europe. It's the same glue. But we don't have it here.
Yes, Eddie is on his way in.
Okay.
He just had to step in for a moment. So, somebody in the show was asking for him.
Asking for Eddie?
Yes.
Thank you, Rose. No, cut 2 more gussets and this thing's about done.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Go right
Rose.
ahead to take over.
Okay, thank you, Rose. Appreciate you.
Okay, appreciate you too.
Gusset number 1. I hope I answered your question about the PVA versus Elmer's. And the nice thing about this is, the more you learn how to build this way, the stronger your applications of anything you're doing. It's just, because I learned how to build houses and frames on motorcycles and things like that, I know how to do this stuff. And doing what I do every day, it just reinforces what I have learned my entire life. Build it correctly, it will survive the test of time. And how would I know anything about the test of time with paper? I built this Millennium Falcon. Oh no, I was pushing that out of the way and I shoved it under a piece of paper and it messed everything up. Okay, I built this Millennium Falcon out of Elmer's glue, acrylic paint, and a mac and cheese box. Now, you folks have watched me drop this for 17 years. Are they durable? Are strong? Yes, they are. Can you break them? Of course you can. The coolest thing about it is if you do break them, you just glue it back together. Alrighty. There we go. Now, all 4 of these are complete. These guys over here have had a chance to dry more. So, now that I have that, we're going to take this right here, and I'm going to set these in place and show you what they're going to look like. They're going to look like this. Adds easy detail. Okay, so now I have to see where my center line is. Now, center line is from here to here.
You use a clear coat after painting.
I use acrylic paint. It's plastic paint. Acrylic paint on paper is fantastic. Got that. And now I got this one. That center line that I put on there, that gives me my angles that I can put these pieces on and get them to look correct. Well, that didn't work good. I just bent them. So that means they're not dry enough to put on yet. Okay, so what can I do now? Oh, let me think. Well, shoot. Well, I guess I'll show you the lights. That's a good thing to show right now. This light switch I got right here that turns these lights on and off, that came out of a heater, a small desk heater I had under my desk. The grill work in these engines came off that same heater. All right, now this piece back here, very simple, battery box is under there.
What? That's just funny. I just drink this.
And there is what you got. The ear guns are turrets. Because it's lit up with fiber optics, these turrets work just like a regular gun turret would. Same with this up here.
Tell me the flavors from that.
Oh, that's what I can do. Those are now dry. Those are absolutely dry. I can actually put pieces on them. Okay, so here we go. Now, all right, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And those are both the same kind. No, it's the wrong kind of paper. This will work. My name is the paper engineer, Michael. I'm from Washington State in America. Where are you from? And what's your name? Okay, now I think what I need to do is I need to make that about that big right there. Oops. Okay, that is 20. All right, what's about this size over here? And that's a, no, I did that wrong. Well, it doesn't matter. It's close. Okay, so I need 3/4 of an inch. And so here do we go at 3/4 of an inch right there. And
Myanmar, Mike, wherever that is.
Myanmar? Myanmar?
Yeah.
That's cool. Welcome to my phone show. Nice to meet you. And I don't know if it's Myanmar or Myanmar. I haven't pronounced that in like forever.
It's in Asia, Mike.
Yes, it is.
Myanmar is in Asia.
Yes, it is.
I thought it was cool too. Mike, Myanmar was in Asia.
No, it was in your moon.
What?
All right, now I want to get this about halfway. Okay. That's what I just did. Put that right there. All right, this side has to be done the same. That's why I cut both these pieces the exact same size, because I wanted them to be symmetrical no matter which side of this I put them on.
No, in grocery store. It's pronounced Burma. It's pronounced Burma.
Myanmar is not pronounced Burma. It might be in Burma. So, oh, what in the world is going on here? Why is that doing that? Sometimes when you put paper with glue on it, it alters its shape. Reason being is glue has a lot of moisture in it. And now I am finding out that that is too tall. That piece did not cut right. So I got to bend this a little tiny bit and then put it back on, and then it should attach properly. Okay, now I'm gonna have to hold this for a little bit, you guys. The show is almost over, everyone. Thank you for all your support and for all the emojis you send, and thank you for the money that you folks have sent me. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for sharing me.
I think what he's saying is that there is some contention over the government of Myanmar, formerly Burma.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there's contention with my home country, Bohemia. It was the Czech Republic for a long time, but it was its own country for millions of years. And so I understand those kinds of things. I do. All right, as long as this keeps moving okay, think I'm doing okay. I just have to hang on to it more.
Hey, sir, happy Friday. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you very much. I hope you have a very good and a safe weekend. I'll be back Monday, everyone. Hour and 45 minutes earlier than right now. So if you want to come to the show or see it, and you like what I'm doing and what I say, follow me and set up notifications. That way you'll know when I'm live again. Because yes, I have a lot of things to do to make this move happen. Every single day I pack boxes and move stuff to storage, and it's very daunting task is what it is. And so thank you all for your assistance. This turret is going to work just perfect. Although it is very difficult when I have to hold something like what I'm doing right now. And a lot of times you cannot put these pieces on without hanging on to them. You can't, there's no clamps that do the shapes that your fingers will do. And that makes part of this tough. What, Eddie?
For when the stream ends, I wish you a peaceful weekend. I hope you can find time to see you on Monday. You got a new sub and genuinely like what you do.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you subbed. And yes, I'll be back Monday. Basically 2 hours earlier than right now. Well, hour and 45 minutes. And I will keep building on this Hammerhead Corvette until it is done. I'm not going to give up on it. The nice thing is, I get tired of building one part. I got 50 other parts I can work on, which makes it very nice on people with, like me, with brain damage. And so, that's what I'm working on, the sides of this turret. And there I go, messing with it before it's dry. Darn it. Okay, can't mess with it anymore. Now, are these dry enough to mess with? I don't know.
Project is coming along great. Excited to see it finished. Best wishes from California.
Thank you, Callie.
Scaramouche, can you do the Fandango? Thunderbolt of lightning, very, very frightening. Boom, Galileo.
That's a cool song.
Sorry, Mike.
About what?
Really, really cool stream.
I'm glad you enjoy my stream. I am not your average YouTuber. And so, anybody that likes no brain rot, this is the channel you need to come to. Tell you what, it took YouTube a minute to try and figure out where they were going to put people in my show. We were running around with 50 to 80 people for almost an hour. I'm glad you all got a chance to find my phone show. If you follow me and set up notifications, it'll let you know Monday through Friday I'm doing my show. If you like to learn how to build and you want to learn how to build with paper, get a bronze membership. They're $2.98 a month, less than half a cup of coffee. And you can get all the tutorials that I have over there and see what I do. Or you can just come to the phone show Monday through Friday and ask me questions about building. There are some fantastic paper builders around the world that are doing this, that are doing amazing work.
You are authentic. I rather follow people who inspire me instead of doom scrolling.
Yeah, I get it. Yes, indeed.
10 minutes, Mike. You want to read?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Not that you haven't been doing it. Okay.
Oh, I haven't been doing it. I've pretty much been, I've looked at the screen, but I'm not reading anything. I'm trying not to anyway.
Love you, Mike.
I love you too. Oh, yeah. YouTubers. Better known as YouTubers. Well, I used to have 2 shows. I was simulcast over on TikTok. And every time I used YouTube, it'd boot me out. So I quit. I started calling it YouTube. And it kind of stuck. And I've been calling it YouTube ever since. But y'all know what it is. Okay, well, I think I maybe need to cut these down as well. One more time. I think they're a little bit too long. So if I take off that much, anyway, I'm going to let these dry overnight. I'll be back tomorrow to work on them because that's what I do. I work on this stuff during the weekends as well. Hey, Eddie, what are them little smiley faces moving up on the side over there? I guess, are those likes?
There are people liking, people liking the show.
Oh, that's cool. Wonderful.
You want to know the funny thing about it too, Mike? Is those haven't been popping up until today.
Oh, thank you all for posting all the likes you guys do. That's fantastic. And Eddie, up at the very top of the screen, there's a 2.1K in a little like diamond.
What is that now? Mike, I'm telling you, they're doing new stuff now.
It's aw. SITY City. Curiosity. Thank you, Curiosity. Thank you very much. The thing that got me is, if all of those are likes, how come there's only 150 likes on the show? I don't get it. There's hearts and faces and all kinds of stuff.
Mike, those are 21,000 emojis.
Oh, okay.
TikTok just rolled those out. That's what YouTube just rolled those out.
Oh, wait a minute. Maurice. Mr. Mike, drinking a Pepsi, taking a sip. Thank you. Thank you, Maurice, because, yeah, I can only have 2 Pepsis a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because I ended up getting old at one point in my life. I'm not sure when that all happened. But Pepsi's not as good for me today as it was when I was young.
I love the Hunt said, God dang, you look like my grandpa who passed. Damn near a tear in my eye watching.
Thank you, Hunt. Well, if you follow me, Hunt, and I do this show Monday through Friday. I'll be back Monday for another show, and I do 2 hours a day. And I would love to have you back in the show next Monday. That would be fine. Well, I don't know about that, Maurice. I have drank it late at night, 7, 8 o'clock at night, and it doesn't seem to be affecting me much. Absolutely, Hunt. Thank you very much for the compliment. Yeah, well, I have learned a few things in my older age, like not to abuse certain stuff. Matter of fact, not to abuse anything because it'll hurt you. And so I'm very careful nowadays because I want to live another 100 years. May not be possible, but it would be really cool that 100 years from now, I'm building as a hologram in the middle of the table from here. So you can be watching what I do 360 degrees. Be kind of cool. Sorry you caught the end of the show, Boom. It's almost over. There's only 6 more minutes. Absolutely, Curiosity. Thank you. And yes, I was in the Navy during Vietnam. So do I know how to salute? Well, what do you think? I think I do.
Alex did.
Hi, Alex. How you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you found the page too. Thank you very much. Hey, love to hunt. What all do you love to hunt? I used to hunt. I used to hunt fish, pheasant, quail, elk, deer. That's it. Thank you guys for your support. It is going to help my move out a lot. And hey, you guys, I've got to move in basically 4 months, and it's going to be very difficult. And Miranda opened a GoFundMe page. If any of you have an extra dollar laying around and can go to my GoFundMe and put $1 in there, thank you very much for that help. What's new? It's the end of the show. I got 5 minutes to go. Thank you, Hale.
Been here since the beginning of the show.
Thank you very much, Hale. What? You've been very quiet, Boom, or nobody told me you were here. Also, welcome back, Boom. Hey, wait a minute. Do you happen to be a Seahawks fan? Go Boom. That sounds like something Seahawks would say. Absolutely, Boom. Ah, well. Hey, everybody. It's been an interesting week. I've done some things I wished I hadn't done at the beginning of the week. I guess so. Yes, indeed. Boom. Awesome sauce. Yes. Thank you. And because of all y'all's help, it is going to make this move a lot easier. And believe me, it was hard on my brain at first. The first 3 weeks of knowing I was getting kicked out of here, oh boy, it was raising a lot of hell in my head. And so I think I've reined it in and have got more control over it. Of course, Eddie, Miranda, Honey Bunny, and Derek and everybody had to chew me out. And so it's one of those kind of things. I sometimes have to have help. Oh, Michigan Hunter. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And yeah, I agree. Any kind of hunting is going to put meat on the table that is a lot cheaper than going to Safeways or Walmart or anywhere else to get your meat. Well, curiosity, I would love that. And
please let Hunt know that he can, if he donates through GoFundMe, you'll be able to keep more of the money than through YouTube.
yes, and go hunt. Eddie's correct. If you donate to me on the GoFundMe, they take out pennies to make that work. Where not so much here. Here they take out a bunch.
Or GoFundMe, Cash App.
Yep. Yep. Eddie's going to link my Cash App, PayPal, and GoFundMe, you guys. So thank you for that support. Oh, that's awesome, Go Boom. Thank you. Eddie, you might want to rethink that. That doesn't look right at all.
I just did it. It posted both at the same time.
Oh, geez. Posted both of them at the same time. That sucks. Thank you, Hunt. I appreciate that very much. And it will. Every dollar is helping. And so I'm on Social Security, you guys, and it makes it super tough. And this whole move thing was a surprise to me. And so no warning. And I needed a year. They're giving me 4 months. Oh, it's really tough. But thank you all for the help. It is, and it's a huge help.
1 minute, Mike.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're almost at 100K subs, you guys. Awesome news. Thank you very much. Okay, it's the end of the show. That means I got to go, and I hate having to leave. It's a weekend, everyone. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Well, because of the show, I wished it wasn't, but it is. I'll be back Monday, 2 hours earlier, you guys. If you follow me and set up notifications, it will let you know when I'm live. Thank you, Paper Army, very much. Okay, let's remember a couple things. Number 1, never stop learning. Period. Never stop learning. You will be, your kids that you graduated high school from, if you never stop learning, you'll be so far ahead of them when you see them on a reunion. It's amazing. Number 2, it does not matter what you are. Does not matter where you are. Does not matter who you are. Doesn't matter what color you are. And it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We all live on the third rock from the sun. That makes us human beings. I tell you what, let's start being better human beings and stop hurting other human beings. Take care, Paper Army. Have a fantastic weekend. I love you all. Thank you for your support, your kindness, and your understanding. Take care, Paper Army. I'll see you all Monday. Have a good weekend.